Hello friend, this is Ryan Hicks of TaughtToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about trading and how no one has to lose any money trading. Now that's not to say people don't lose money, of course, 95% of traders lose, but that's because of a whole variety of things that do not mean you have to cause people to lose. Because some people use this as an objection to trading. Well, I don't want to trade because then I'm preying on other people. Because somebody has to lose for me to win. That's not the case. And I'm going to show you plainly through Bitcoin charts. For example, if you're trading the cryptocurrency Bitcoin. Now say someone bought Bitcoin, in this example, January 13th of this year, and they bought it for $784.73 a coin. And they bought, just for simplicity, one coin. Now, did the person they bought from lose money? Well, we don't know their position, but let's say they got in earlier. They probably paid less, so they didn't lose any money. But let's go on. What if that individual decides to sell and someone decides to buy from them? And so in May, they sell their coin. Remember, they bought it for under $800. They're now selling it for $2,372.15. And I randomly picked places in the chart. I didn't look for any specific numbers. I just randomly picked places on the chart. So the person who bought the coin is now selling it for a large profit, and the person who's buying it from them is not losing anything. The person selling it's not losing anything. So far, everybody's winning. Now let's go on. Person number two, now they decide, I'm going to sell my coin I bought for $2,300. And they sell it for $4,251.91. Now, has anyone lost? The original person who bought the coin didn't lose. The second person didn't lose on that transaction. And now they're making a profit selling it to another person who is not losing, because what happens with them? They decide in November to sell their coin. But instead of the little over $4,000 that they paid, they're selling it for $7,057.13. Do you see the point? Everyone is profiting. Everyone is making money. No one has lost so far. But let's go on. Then that person decides to sell. And they sell it for double what they paid, more than double, for $9,837.79. No one lost any money so far. And then that person decides today, I need to sell on top, and they sell it for $17,899.70. No one lost any money there. Now you may say, well, this individual bought it for $17,899, may lose money, and they may, but you're not causing that. You don't have any control unless you directly have control over these things, and you're causing people to lose money. That's a different issue. But just you buying and selling is not causing losses. And in this scenario that I'm presenting to you, no one lost. Everyone was winning. Everyone down the line won. No one lost. No one had to lose. Now I guarantee you, somewhere along the line, people did lose money. When there was drops, someone lost money because they panicked. They didn't hold on. Think about the people that panicked at that first little drop and look at where it went. Think of the people that panicked just a month ago when it dropped 20%. They were all panicking. Oh, we got to get out. The sky's falling, the sky's falling. And now it's went up almost double from those levels in a month's time. My friend, you do not have to create losses for people to be a winning trader. This is something you got to change your mindset, because if you're thinking that you're taking advantage of people and you're making them lose, you're creating a bad situation for yourself, and you'll be one of those losing traders. Because that naturally goes against you, and subconsciously you'll force yourself to lose trades and to make bad decisions because you feel like you're a bad person, you're doing something wrong. But with that mindset, you are doing something wrong because you believe you're taking advantage of people, and you shouldn't be doing that. But you don't have to take advantage of anyone. Another scenario is that someone who bought in and needs the money, and now the transaction's losing and they want out. So yes, they're going to lose some money, but you're helping them by buying that asset because they want rid of it. They just want the cash. They want to cash out and get rid of it. And if they stay with that asset longer, they lose more money, and they don't want to do that. So in some scenarios, you're actually helping those individuals because they need out of that transaction. You have to be the one to decide your mentality, your approach to trading. If you're going to trade cryptocurrency, options, Forex, stocks, whatever it is, anything you trade. This even applies if you're on Amazon or eBay. You're selling stuff, you're doing the same basic thing. You're trading money for a product at a certain price, and then you're selling it at a higher price, but no one has to lose in that scenario because the person buying it from you at a higher price than you paid is getting the value. They're not worried about the monetary concern. They want that item that has that much value that whatever you're selling it for. Even if it's priced higher than the regular market price, because if there's a demand for it and there's a limited supply, the person is deemed that to have that much value, they're willing to pay you that amount. No one's losing because they're getting the product they want, that they see value in, and they want that item. You're making a profit because you bought it from someone else at a lower price and you're able to resell it for a higher price. One of the simplest things in the world is the concept of buying low, selling high. You don't have to buy low and sell lower. And you don't have to cause someone to buy high and sell low. Your active in trading is not causing people's losses. Unless you're doing something wrong, you're manipulating the market, you're putting out information that's misleading and tricking people to sell at a certain time or whatever. If you're doing those kind of things that some big time people do, unfortunately, that's a whole different situation. But the average trader going in there and trading, and unfortunately the average trader is losing anyway, so you don't even have to worry about causing other people to lose because you're losing yourself. You cause yourself to lose. You're making other people win because you're losing all the time. And that's unfortunately the reality for 95% of people. It just is the reality. It doesn't have to be, but most people will not apply a systematic approach to trading. They ride the emotions of fear and greed both directions. They're buying because they think they're gonna make a bunch of profit, and they hold on to it. They panic at any loss by fear and sell because they could have just waited a little while, rode it out, and rode it back up to profit. As we see in this chart, this Bitcoin chart here, if you got out at those times when it was going down, think of how much money you cost yourself compared to if you just let it keep going all the way to this very day. At some of these points, I knew people getting out when it was at 2,000. They said, well, it's too much. It can't get any higher than this. And I was telling them, well, it might get up to 20,000. It might touch 20,000 by the end of the year. Oh, that's ridiculous. It'll never do that. Because they already saw double their money from the beginning of the year. And now it's getting close to where it might actually touch $20,000 before the end of the year. And I do want to add something. I have no financial interest in you buying Bitcoin or not. I don't care. I own some Bitcoin, but I don't want you to buy it if you're not comfortable with it. I definitely don't want you doing foolish things and taking credit cards to buy it and selling your house or mortgaging, getting a second mortgage, and all these things people are doing. Even though there's a great potential there, I believe. And I believe probably by next year it'll be 50,000, 100,000 by the end of the next year. Very possible. But you can still get in. There's no reason to think, well, now it's at the top, so I better not get in. People thought that all the way going up to where it is today. People were thinking, this is the top, I better get out now. And people were saying, well, I don't want to get in now because it's the top. Bitcoin has barely scratched the surface of where it is going. Don't listen to people telling you doom and gloom and it's not going anywhere, it's going to drop out, it's a big bubble, it's going to burst. Even if it's a bubble and it bursts and it goes down, it's went down very, very large amounts this year already, and it rebounded and skyrocketed. Early on in my trading, one of the things I learned, it was very, very obvious, very early in, especially trading Forex, was you would see, say for example, the Federal Reserve is having a meeting. Literally the second the meeting was to start, the price on a currency pair would drop or go through the roof dramatically. Based on nothing. Nothing had happened, but based on nothing. And what you learned was these were people with huge amounts of money, institutional investors, market movers, making the market go up and down and using the cover of the Federal Reserve's meeting today. They're going to release, maybe they're going to raise interest rates, maybe they're not. Who knows what might happen? And they were using that as a cover to raise or drop the price dramatically in no time at all. It's all done automatically too. It wasn't some human manually doing it. And I saw people panicking. They would get out. Oh no, look, it's dropping. I got to get out of this. I'm going to lose a bunch of money. And literally, if they waited 30 minutes, an hour, maybe a day, it all got back to normal. And that happened over and over and over again. Anytime there's a jobs report or anything, the second it was released, boom, before anybody had time to even read it, the price went up or down one way. Don't be the individual that causes yourself losses. It's good if you're concerned about you don't want to cause other people to lose money, but that's not most people. Most people are causing themselves to lose money. When you let yourself be controlled by fear or greed, you're going to cost yourself tremendous amounts of money. Get some sort of plan in place. Even if it's not perfect, it'll be better than being ruled by fear and greed, because those will kill you in trading and cause you to be one of the 95% that loses money. If you're so concerned about causing other people to lose money, be concerned that you're causing yourself to lose money and somebody's making money off your loss. If it's wrong for you to cause someone to lose money, which you're not doing anyway because everybody's making their own choices, then wouldn't it be wrong for you to be causing someone to profit from your loss? Now, I don't believe that situation's the reality. You make your own choices. Every individual has their own choices. You don't have to buy into anything. You don't have to buy Bitcoin or any kind of currency or stock or bond or whatever. You don't have to buy anything. You can sit in the sidelines. You don't have to lose any money or risk any money. But don't have this mentality that you got to cause someone to lose money if you're going to make any profit. You can hold your head up high and be an ethical trader. You don't have to manipulate anybody or trick anybody or cause anyone to lose any money. All along the way, your trades can be win-win situations where everyone's winning. I pray it's been a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.